I'm not sure if Capitol Hill Republicans have noticed yet that they are all planning to vote to acquit him at his trial on the basis of the technical fact that he's out of office, while the defendant himself doesn't agree and doesn't accede to that technical fact. I don't know if they've noticed that train coming down the tunnel at them yet. But you can forgive them for their attention being divided. They have had their own problems to mishandle over the course of this week.
I think it would be helpful if you could hear exactly what she told all of us, denouncing QAnon. I don't know if I say it right. I don't even know what it is. Any from the shootings. She said she knew nothing about lasers or all the different things that have been brought up about her.
She knew nothing about the lasers. The leader of the Republicans in the House, Kevin McCarthy, trying to convince everybody in Congress that Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia has essentially been falsely accused. He says that she told him in a private meeting, looked him in the eye, told him that a lot of the things that have been brought up about her, she doesn't know anything about them. The lasers thing. He says she told him, she assured him, quote, she knew nothing about the lasers. Here, in her own words, is Congresswoman Greene on the lasers from her Facebook post. Quote, there are too many coincidences to ignore. I find it very interesting that Roger Kimmel on the board of directors of PG&E is also vice chairman of Rothschild, Inc. What a coincidence it must be that Governor Brown signed a bill protecting PG&E and allowing them to pass off the cost of fire responsibility to its customers. It must also be a coincidence that the fires are burning in the same projected areas that the high-speed rail project is to be built. And what are the odds that Feinstein's husband, Richard Bloom, is the contractor to the rail project? Then oddly, there are all these people who said they saw what looked like lasers or blue beams of light causing the fires and pictures and videos. Solar space generators collect the sun's energy and then beam it back to Earth. If they're beaming the sun's energy back to Earth, I'm sure they wouldn't ever miss a transmitter receiving station, right? Question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point. What would that look like anyway? A laser beam? Or light beam coming down to Earth, I guess. Could that cause a fire? That's her in her own words on the lasers. She told Kevin McCarthy she knew nothing about these lasers. Her contention is that the Jews are amazing with the space lasers to start the fires as a false pretense to help the other Jews with their conniving plots. But she told Kevin McCarthy she knew nothing about the lasers. Kevin McCarthy says he looked her in the eye and told her that. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.